Hi, it's Marianne from Spiral Staircase Lace Socks. I'm the author of that pattern. I have knit quite a ways, but at this point I thought it would be easier to demonstrate the lace pattern. You can go back and refer to it, because this time I can just knit my way around, so it's a little bit quicker to get back to the lace pattern to show you what I want to show. Okay, I did the first chart row across. What I wanted to do and what I hope to do in this video is show you how to tink or unknit, how to redo knitting, how to do a yarn over, an SSK, and establish the new lace pattern in this stitch pattern chart. Okay, so to tink or unknit, what we want to do is hold the yarn in your left hand. You can strand it over your middle finger if that's more comfortable. But if it's in your left hand, it's easier to open up the stitch. So there's one. There's the next one. That's a purl. You can see the bump there. Okay, now here we have our SSK. You can see the two stitches together there. So when you come through here, you want to come a little bit behind. Through there. Make sure you have them both. Now they'll be facing the wrong direction, so you want to take those and turn them. There's the next stitch. Another SSK. Now if you don't want to turn it, I'll show you how you can knit through that. And it will work out fine. You basically knit through the back of the loops and it will turn it the right direction. Here's another SSK. You can see the loops are facing the wrong direction. We'll just take those off, turn them. You'll want to maintain some tension on this yarn as you go through the stitches. So that's why I'm dropping it so often, is to keep that tension on there. It helps you open up the stitches. Here's another SSK to go through. And turning. Okay, so now we're at the beginning of the chart row. This is chart row 1. Okay, first, in reading the knitting, you'll notice that I have a purl 1, a knit 1, and a purl 1. Now if you open that up, you'll see the purls are the bumps, the knit is the smooth, and here's the other purl. Here's the first knit of the lace chart pattern. Okay, so if you can learn the difference between your purl and your knit stitches, you'll be a whole lot better off as you knit your pattern. The other thing in ribbing is that the purl stitches tend to drop to the back. Okay, now here we're going to establish the pattern. We knit 1. To do a yarn over, you simply put the yarn over your needle. You're not going to work that yarn. I hold it with this finger, and then we're going to do a slip slip knit. Okay, I'm going to show this up close in a minute. You knit one, there'll be a yarn over there, and here's one we didn't turn, so we can just go through the back loops. Okay, so we purl one, knit one, purl one, knit. Okay, now for the yarn over, I'm just going to lay it here. Here's an SSK that needs to be turned. Doesn't have to be, you can go through the back loop, but I want to show you how to do an SSK. Yarn over, hold it there, slip as if to knit, slip as if to knit. You bring your left hand needle to the front and knit through the back. Okay, I'm going to do that again. Now when I undo it, I've got to turn the stitches. Okay, so you yarn over, slip as if to knit, you're going through the front, slip as if to knit, put that left hand needle in and knit through the back. Now if you look at your knitting and read it, you'll see there's your purl, your knit, your purl, a knit, your yarn over leaves a nice hole there, and that's going to be your lace pattern. Now the chart says to knit one, and you'll see it's nicely placed over the other yarn overs. You do a yarn over, hold it there, and a slip slip knit. Okay, purl one, knit, purl. Okay, now what happens if you forget to put in a yarn over? Let's forget one there. See, we can knit through the back. There's your knit one. We'll remember to do our yarn over there. And we'll slip slip knit here. Then we'll purl, knit, purl. Okay, now I want to come around to this row so I can show you how to fix the mistakes, and once again help you with reading your knitting. So I'm just going to go quickly here. Now I'm trying to go quickly. A little bit tricky when your arms are in front of a tripod. Okay, remember to bring your needle below. Okay, we're back to our lace. The instep at this point is the top of the foot. Those other plain knit stitches are the bottom. Okay, so we purl, knit, purl. As you recall, you can read your knitting. Okay, let's say you put a purl where it doesn't belong. Okay, you should be able to see your mistake. It's right there. You have a bump where it should be smooth. So if you look for that and learn to analyze your stitches, it will help a lot. Okay, now we knit 6. This is a good time to just make sure that you have the right number of stitches. This is not my favorite yarn, by the way. I'm not going to tell you which one it is, but I like one with a little bit more stretch and memory. There's our pearl knit pearl. Okay, now as you may recall, we did not do a yarn over here. Here's the second yarn over. There should be one right here. So on the second row, this is a good time to pick up that strand and just knit it, and it will be virtually the same as doing your yarn over. You can see what a nice opening it leaves there for you. So if you do that and you miss the yarn over or drop one, that is an easy way to do it. That is a perfectly acceptable thing you can do to prevent from going back, because every time you go back you run the risk of making mistakes. When you re-knit, it upsets your rhythm, and it's something that you don't necessarily have to do. It will still look just as good. It might be ever so slightly smaller, but you should be able to see that there's not much difference there. Okay, so that's working on the lace chart, learning the yarn over, the SSK, and learning how to read the knitting.